What a wonderful potency rune to see.
Hello.
Salmutations.
Hey. Alright, if you are ready, place yourself in the ready box. Well, it looks like we have everyone here today. Thank you all for coming. Who would like to recap our last session for a extra hero point to start with?
And we ran. Let's see. I think we left the tower. We said our farewells and went to the. We started off fighting skeletons, and we were told that if we crossed the line, bad things will happen, and that was skeleton fight. So we defeated those foes. We continued onwards, and then it was kind of discovered that there was a larger force that called for reinforcements, not one we really wanted to fight. So we decided to hoof it, despite none of our characters, as far as them, were having hooves.
As far as you're aware of.
As far as I'm aware, and we're here in spirit. But we had to make a series of daring checks and use our skills and prowess to get past dangers such as bridges not up or potentially explosive down ships that were blocking paths to make it to the nearest town, at which point a retinue of guards in the front just completely obliterated the whole force that was chasing us. It wasn't even funny. Just straight up deleting skeletons, man.
Don't forget the rude farmhands.
Yeah, the root farmhands who probably not as well off considering circumstances. You reap what you sow, I guess. That was insensitive. I'm sorry, farmers. And then we got into the town proper, and we so far have had a rousing meet and greet thanks to Runner, who is definitely a big boy and should be treated seriously and will one day fight skeletons they can currently outrun. Very important we do that.
We agree.
I'm gonna be honest, he's kind of a dick.
That's what the potency runes are for. Oh, so I'm just kidding. We're not gonna gun the runner down unless. Oh, and then I think we were given a task to go find a witch and take care of the witch. But witches are cool, so I don't know if I want to do that. We'll find out.
Please stand by as a fucking helicopter flies overhead.
Holy.
All right. Yeah, sorry, 1 second, I am a little bit of loading time IRL.
It's me every day.
Same.
Alright, added one for Squib. Cool. Let's take back to Crest's Hope, and I will put on our nice town music. So you all had stayed at the inn for the night, to the north, and I believe, first we should do a little bit of bookkeeping. So you all leveled up, and the more I was looking at how I was doing loot or lack thereof, just doing credits. I think having to buy your weapon upgrades for everyone and people forgetting to and potentially falling behind is a little too much of a risk. So I'm just going to switch to using automatic rune progression. So what this means is that as of level 4, any weapons should either be +1 striking if they come from Pathfinder, or advanced grade if they come from Starfinder. Next level you will get the +1 armor resilience, I think is the name of the fundamental armor rune, and also your weapons your armor from Starfinder will upgrade to tactical grade, which is the first upgrade, which gives a +1 bonus to your AC and I don't think saves. That starts to affect things like upgrades. So I don't really intend to. As far as have seen, nothing leads me to believe that it's gonna break anything if you have a little extra money. But it sounds like all of you did some shopping, or some of you did some shopping. So let's start first. I think Sapphire, you bought an augmentation, right?
Yeah. And Stranger installed it. And Sapphire has wings now, so she can fly, and that's cool and important. Her character portrait now is wings because it's important to update your pictures when your character has a update.
Portrait. All right. Is it okay if I show that to everyone?
Okay.
I got like double click on it.
There you go.
I like the
Wings.
Very cool. It also shows the stream observer cam when I do that. So,
Beautiful.
I have refunded Stranger and Sieg the money that they've spent on upgrading their weapons with fundamental runes, or grades, I guess, in Starfinder. So you have 1,000 credits back. Is there anything else either of you two wanted to buy?
yes, so I've purchased my own went. Unfortunately, I cannot use ultralight wings of my own because I'm armor those two heavy.
Bookie, you're super quiet.
It's not like you're talking to a different mic or your mic's away from your face.
PlayStation controller strikes again.
I wouldn't be surprised. Never use this device.
It's always the stupid PlayStation controller.
Yeah, it's bad. So I heard Stranger did shopping.
Anyway, so unfortunately, I cannot purchase ultralight wings like Sapphire because I'm wearing armor that is too heavy. So instead, I've purchased a new pair of legs. I've got a speed suspension that increases my movement speed by 5 feet.
That's pretty sweet. You've got cybernetic. I guess you already are an android. So I guess you have android air legs.
Yeah, it's just an upgrade.
You have upgraded now.
Got new shocks put in.
Mhm.
See, it sounds like you are still thinking a bit. Which is
Yeah, I
no
haven't bought
worries.
anything yet.
Okay, and you can heal yourself to full from resting. There's absolutely time for Sapphire to treat wounds on people. I think Sapphire has medicine.
Mhm.
Okay.
She's tied for the best medic in the party.
Who's she tied with?
I think Stranger and Sapphire have the same medicine bonus.
It could
Stranger
literally be
and
anyone.
high wisdom, so
Stranger knows medicine?
It could even be the medical droid.
yeah, it could be.
And Squib, did you end up doing any shopping this level?
I think I might save maybe for a jetpack because I could also fly, but that's a little out of my price range.
extremely
Also next level.
on-brand. Yeah. All right. Well, with that out of the way, also I just want to say I like the duality here of person empowered with life magic and person empowered with death magic, relying on each other to get this augmentation surgery done. You all wake up, and you receive a bounty posted from the village folk to please dispose of the witch. They have posted a pooled reward of 4,000 credits.
Goodness.
That's a lot of credits.
Yeah. So
Now, I'd like to read the fine print. Does it say kill the witch, or does it really say end the threat of the witch, or something like that?
Specifically, it says, please kill out this witch and rid this up. I didn't think of an actual fine print for this. It does say to please hunt down this witch and please free the
Okay.
village from her presence.
Noted.
And there's a description that says, for too long, the presence of a witch has loomed over this village. Finally, salvation has come as new adventurers and heroes have entered the town. If you are brave and willing and to accept this gruesome task, fraught with danger and terror, you may use our rowboat. Its lair is across the lake.
I bet the witch is actually like really nice.
I'm
She's
kind
just
of
hungry.
getting that vibe. Or there's some,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a classic witch move. Is to you've heard her handling rope.
She just gets a Yimyar bar. Sometimes people are mad when they're hungry.
That's valid. Also, does anyone else think it's a little funny that they're like, hey, you know what? Thank you for helping us. You may use our coveted town rowboat.
Maybe they only have one rowboat, Squib.
I was just thinking of that. It started out really impressive, and then it got to the rowboat.
Well, do you have a rowboat?
They couldn't have sprung for like a party barge or something.
I have a rowboat only if you pronounce it really wrong.
How do you pronounce it?
Fair. Any boat's a party barge if you're on it, Squib. You just have to remember that.
I'll do my best.
Rhodey kind of wakes up. He goes, heard you all guys got a bounty post. You guys gonna go track down that witch? I mean,
I
it does
guess.
seem like they have the best stuff here. I saw a bond artificer in town, and they probably just belong to that fisher we saw.
$20 says this witch is just another wizard in a tower who is misunderstood. Someone walked into their laser trap. Oh no!
Well,
did
if
again.
that's
It
the
would be a-
case,
Go ahead.
if that's the case, we know how to deal with it. We just go find her boyfriend, and everything will be fine.
Have stranger go first.
Wow, thanks.
Well, you lived last time. I'm just saying. Science has shown. You're a man of science, aren't you?
After a
Last-
fashion.
Sapphire, excuse me if I'm speaking out of turn, Rhodey says. The last time someone told my sister that she could fix things by getting a boyfriend, she hit them.
Well, sounds like your sister needs something other than a boyfriend.
Ooh, a big gun.
That's an option.
Oh,
He just shakes his head.
well, I guess worst case we could go say hi, and if they seem like an irredeemable monster, then we can feel justified. And if they aren't, then I don't know much about morals. I'll leave that up to you all.
That sounds good.
So, Rhodey looks at you all and says, are you gonna go see the witch? Do you want me to come or stay here? What should I do?
Well,
Want to gather intel?
yeah, that might be useful.
Sure, I can do that. Did you all see the thing that I texted you last night, this morning, about the red scarves?
No, I usually mute group chats.
I'll pull up my phone and check.
It is the post that I made in the Laura channel.
Oh, I did get a notification for this. They just didn't show up.
I can just read this aloud too if you'd like. It is a little long though.
Up to you. I'm
I'm
good
on
to
it.
listen.
I'm on it no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you like.
You're gonna read it for us
If you need it for the audience, you know.
with the internet voice.
No, it's just he basically sent a written brief. Red Scarf Mercenary Corp. Established approximately 8 years ago, the Red Scarves were initially identified by, just as, well, it states, they're Red Scarves. It's unclear whether they initiated operations in a Persian or Amayurian space. However, they now operate between Marcia Bay, Amayuria, and Apershi. While many clients and recipients of their work believe they operate within the margins of the law, outwardly, all of their operations are legal and fully cleared by the Amayurian Empire, Valis ARC, and Shig's Brothers Ventures. These days, they generally take work on referral only. They tend to recruit in areas where there aren't many better options. You want to run a convenience store, be a miner, or do you want to make 5 times that pay running cargo with the assumption that you aren't going to ask a lot of questions? Likewise, they don't ask a lot of questions about the help they acquire or the willingness of that help. Over time, all but the most senior members have stopped wearing their signature red scarves, replacing them with digital or physical identification cards. One thing is for sure, they get the job done, and so it's best not to cross them.
Dave gets finished reading, goes, well, that is good info. I would like to point out, we didn't cross them. They crossed us. It's different.
Yeah, no, I don't know what they want with us. I just hope we've seen the last of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they'd want me. The boss is really cool, but not like bandit worthy. I think stranger's just a stranger. He wasn't even with us, so maybe they wanted. Maybe if we see him again, we can say, "Hey, dead. You can leave us alone."
I mean, I would assume that they're hitting something like a transport ship for cargo or the money of people on board, but they didn't seem very keen on robbing us. More just murder.
That's why I'm going with my theory. I think our bug friend was like a heir to a bug empire or something.
I mean, they did stop attacking us after Bzz died, so, like...
Probably had like
God,
the secret
just
to
following the
the.
conspiracy now.
I don't want to think about that too much.
He probably had like coordinates to like the cradle of the universe or something weird like that.
What the heck is that?
Never
Never heard of that in all my study.
Like, everything started out. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go start talking to some of the townspeople.
Good luck with
Water's
that.
off.
Well, I guess we can use the coveted royal rowboat.
It's royal now. All right.
I don't know.
We're
Just,
moving up in the world.
Mhm. Perhaps it's Royale.
Hmm?
With cheese.
let me write that down.
Rhodey texts you all that the fisherwoman, these are in fact her boats that she uses for fishing, and she'll lend them to you if you'll get rid of the witch.
Sorry, can
No,
you
it's not
repeat
a
that? My
sullen.
brain did not absorb it.
I said that Rhodey texts you that he has talked to the fisherwoman, and they are in fact her fishing boats, and she will lend them to you all if you will accept the quest to get them to rid them of the witch.
Well, how do we accept this quest? Do we have to like tell somebody? Do we have to make this official? Is there like a guild here that hands out quests?
You just open up
There's
the
an
little
exclamation
prompt
point
and you
above
just
her.
say, "I accept." It's like you ever have to activate a comm unit? You hold it up in the air and you
Yes.
yell "activate."
The terms and conditions. The boat user license agreement.
Stranger's
I'm
got a
not sure
point.
this place is sophisticated enough for those, stranger.
You could probably ask someone if you want an idea of who's going to actually pay you.
Sapphire is walking by Ethan at this point and does not want to engage with them.
Hello, here
Yes,
Did you
you
want,
want something, Ethan?
I saw, well, I hope that you all received the town's summons.
The summons? There was your official. Did you post that?
I
I remember you saying
I-
something
I-
about running quests in the town.
Well, I do run the communique for the town, so when there are goings on or things like that, I post them on behalf of the mayor.
Oh, so you're the one we have to tell them that we're going to go do it.
If you're up to, sufficient proof of the witch's demise is probably fine, but please don't show me. That's a bit gruesome. You can.
You
Wouldn't
want
show that.
proof, but I can't show you?
I'll take Catherine's word for it. She's the blacksmith.
Okay. I'll do Catherine any gruesome remains then.
Yes, thank you. You are all valuable heroes.
Sapphire just gives him a little salute.
And thumbs up.
Jessica turns and she goes, "Hi, are you all here for the rowboats?"
We would be honored.
Do you all know how to use a boat?
Sapphire looks around at the group.
I've flown a spaceship before. Is it on par with that in terms of complexity?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I have you used like a dual throttle ship. Sometimes I fly them to fly things into town for the fishes market. It's kind of like that, but it's just back and forth. If you can fly a ship, you'll figure it out.
Wonderful.
Are they rowboats or not?
Yes.
So we just row our boat gently down the stream or whatever?
You can probably
Then
fit two
they
of
have
you
no
in
engine,
one.
correct?
Correct. Engines scare the fish, and I don't really have the money to pay for something quieter. I can show you or take you there if you want.
I mean, if you want to hop in the front boat and just kind of guide us, then sure.
Yeah, sure. Give me a moment to go get changed. And she walks off for a bit as she goes to go get changed.
Boss, are all the towns around here like this?
Sorry, Aki had fair headset off.
Oh,
Can you repeat?
I said, boss, are all the towns around here like this?
Oh, this is a little quaint.
So
It kind
no.
of reminds me of where I grew up, honestly.
It's definitely a different speed than what I'm used to, but
I used to be used to this, but then I became a vestige and I got used to big cities and missions and training and people everywhere. But this is it's kind of nice, honestly. Like if we could, live here forever, that'd be great. But I don't think that's what our future is.
She comes out. Go ahead.
he was gonna maybe not agree, but it was interrupted. It's fine.
Yeah, she comes out. She's mostly dressed in the same. She just has some extra things on for rowing a boat. I don't know what you need to row a boat, but maybe if you're swimming, you're wearing different boots or something.
A life jacket?
Yeah, definitely
Floaties.
a life jacket. So you can probably fit two of you in a boat. Someone's gonna need to row. Here, I can just demonstrate. And she kind of hops in the front one.
I imagine that I'm quite heavy, so
And she kind of hops in one here. I'm just gonna fee out that you can.
just maybe put someone lightweight in here with me. But I will row.
I mean, I can row a boat. Pretty sure.
Sorry, Aki's coordinating food for us right now. 1 second.
Power vital, so
Ah, yes, Zeke will swim, and I will walk along the bottom of the lake. No problem.
Sieg's just gonna ignore the boats for now.
to the
Or
to
Zeke,
the
sorry.
Caribbean, walk along the bottom of the boat, giving you air.
Oh, how are you all taking Sapphire? Sorry, that was the Aki had to step up for a moment.
Fire can hop on my boat is my bodyguard duty.
Lights?
Okay. Stranger is going by himself. Jessica will take you all. And you two, Stranger is going by himself, and then you two are in the last boat. Technology. So, I'm sorry. She leads her way out. And you all are able to follow out. And you all make your way over to. You see a dock in the distance. I assume you're all going to be heading that way.
A very accommodating witch who has a dock installed.
Well, witches need docks too.
While we're traveling, do I see anything interesting in the water?
You do. You see some various wildlife, just small fish and things like that for the most part. Some serpents.
Witches need Doc. I mean, the only witches I've met have Doc Martens, but
Stranger doesn't quite hear Sapphire correctly. He's like, which doctor? I hardly know it.
Oh my god. You all arrive at this dock. That's where Jessica leaves you.
Certainly. It turned
And
out Jessica was the witch all along.
you all see a house in the distance.
You know, as far as spooky witch homes go, this isn't that bad.
oh, it's kind of what I would expect based on. Oh,
Remind me, what were the town's grievances against this person?
Cursing them with bad luck, and I guess children are disappearing. So maybe eating children. Not entirely sure yet. It's a little dark here. One sec.
It
Much
is?
better. Yes? Not anymore.
gloomy.
So, as you all approach, I assume you're going to be approaching. I mean, can I get a sense of like what everyone's doing? Do you have weapons drawn? Are you scouting around?
Quick does not have weapons drawn yet. He's still just kind of
Yeah,
like.
I do not have weapons drawn, and since it's sheathed, it's not turned on either, because it would be freezing my neck.
He's kind of hand at hips, just like looking around.
Sapphire is just generally taking up the rear and just repeatedly detecting magic, just in case there's some like horrible magical traps around here.
As you get within, we'll say, perhaps 30 feet of the house, you do start getting pings of detect magic.
Well, there's maybe not necessarily a witch, but something.
You also you get detect magic pings as soon as you step off the boat when you start casting it, and as you walk towards the house, there's a brief gap, and you get to the house, and it picks up again.
I don't feel like this is off. I don't know if I'm gaining a sense of right and wrong, which I doubt, but
I mean, we're just here to talk to her. Like, I don't intend to immediately try to go to murder. We just need to figure out what's going on. The chances of there being a witch on this island that eats children and curses people with bad luck is pretty low. And then, we would have heard about that.
yeah, it just seems like something out of a series.
We did. That's why we're here.
You make a great point, Seek, but maybe they would be more infamous than that. Besides, if she really does eat children, wouldn't she pick a larger town to feed on? I'm thinking practically here. If I was a witch who ate children, I would want lots of children that I could eat. Right?
Yeah, boss.
Larger town would attract more attention.
He keeps making wonderful points, and I hate that. But I'm just trying to see the best of this, okay? And it's definitely not because I'm a little scared and this place is spooky.
My only concern is that, we could be a situation. We weren't breaking and entering, once again, to reiterate, into our last friend's abode, but we still encountered deadly lizards. I'm just worried we might encounter, explosive frogs or something. I don't know what witches have.
I can tell you there's certainly something magic. That door is probably trapped, given our previous record of doors.
Miss Sapphire, you are speaking very loudly. This is a sign of panic. Please calm down.
Look, I'm trying, stranger, okay?
Want me to knock on the door? I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, anyway.
Is someone gonna
I'll
knock
walk
on
up
the
and
door?
knock on the door. Yeah, I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay.
Excuse me.
As you knock on the door, it creaks open, and a small woman peeks out from behind the door. She's wearing a green robe, with it's ornamented with like gold thread, and she's got pink hair. Hello, dear customers. What brings you to me, the Good Witch of the Lake?
Hello, yes. We've received reports of some grievances from the town across the lake.
I see.
Question: Are you the good witch, as in you are good at being a witch, or you are good morally speaking?
I am the Good Witch of the Lake.
Apologies. Does the existence of a good witch infer the existence of an evil witch?
I've never met another witch. I think my grandma was probably a pretty good witch. I don't think she was evil. Sorry, I can't provide more information.
If
Are
another
you-
witch moved onto the lake, would you be cool with that, or would there kind of be like a turf war?
I have no.
There is
opinion
no
on this-
turf on the lake.
I have no opinion on this matter.
Oh, also, I'm so sorry. I'm very rude. And Squib walks up and hands out a 3D printed card. My card.
We can discuss payment after the delivering of any potions or elixirs you may be after. But please come in.
Wait, payment? Okay.
And she, guest you to come in. You can walk in through the door, and it'll teleport you to the.
This is weird as hell.
But miss, we can't possibly all fit into this tiny house.
It's very dark in here.
How did you walk off the map, Sapphire?
That's where it teleported me.
What the fuck? 1 second.
It's just how it be.
Ah.
Please, and she sits at the front counter here. Inside, you see are essentially alchemical items everywhere. You see receipts, you see baking materials, at least you assume baking materials, all sorts of things. My apologies, I only have 3 chairs. Somebody can sit here if you want, it's fine.
No, it's okay. My name is Sapphire. Probably introductions are good. This is Stranger. That's Sieg, and that is Squib over there, whose card you have seen. Do you have another name, or is Good Witch of the Lake just what you prefer to go by?
You may refer to me as the Good Witch of the Lake.
Okay, very good. What do you do out here?
I do what any witch would do, all the witches that I've known. I make elixirs, potions, serums, remedies, mostly. Sometimes I create things that grant my customers wishes. But for the most part, I make medicines. That town across the lake are my main customers. I usually sell through a proxy. Nobody wants to buy from me when I go there.
Oh, well, maybe, because this is our confusion, I'll cut to the chase, Quaddle. The town across seems to think you might be the cause of curses or missing children, so that would imply they don't seem to be too fond of you, and that's why they asked us to come investigate. But it sounds like you were under the impression that they are a frequent buyer and business partner.
Indeed. Customers
your,
come frequently.
Who's your
Who-
proxy?
Yeah.
Please don't make me reveal this information.
I'm
Please.
just worried that maybe your proxy set you up or something and sent us out here for nefarious purposes. You don't seem like a bad person. Your name, in fact, is good at the beginning. So I'm just trying to get all the information here that we can so that we can, bring it back to the town and make them not hate you anymore.
That could be nice, but, well, this is just a lot of witches, I suppose. To be misunderstood and not really fit into human society.
I mean, I'm sure that some of us, Sapphire, looks back towards the group, know what it's like to not fit in well with other people.
Yeah. Look, this tabard that my boss gave me is like the first time I've ever been acknowledged as part of a group and not fired within the day. So I get what it's like to be a little bit on the outside. But at least when people have loathed my presence, it's usually because I did something where we just want to clear your name. Because it sounds kind of like people think you did something that you're not saying or thinking you did.
I'm accused of things I don't do from time to time. I just try to keep my head down.
I think that comes with the nature of being magical. We're a lot of people who don't understand magic are kind of scared of it, and I think that's why they might be scared of you. But you're clearly not scary. Choice of residency aside.
Is that why you were panicking earlier?
What's
I was panicking because it's a little spooky out there for my taste.
what's wrong with my residence?
Nothing is wrong with it. It's just it's a little scary to me. I prefer bright and open and colorful.
This is the residence where my grandma and my mother live. And her mother and so on and so forth.
Oh, well, generational land, even more of a point in your favor to stay here, obviously.
I'm kind of digging the vibe of it. I mean, I am a goblin. It's kind of goblin core, or so they say.
My proxy has described my behavior as goblin-like, but I've never really understood what he
Yeah.
meant.
Up top, girl.
She kind of stares at your hand for a second.
Just you put your hand in my hand.
Okay, and she gives you like the slowest like high five.
Yeah.
Is this a local custom?
Local in like a kind of a broader text, but it means we're cool. It means we got something to like.
If anyone would know about local customs, surely it would be you.
Like I said, when I go into town to buy things, when my proxy is not available, I use a spell to disguise myself. People have beliefs about witches.
Just to kind of get a gauge of your personal barometer of character, is there anyone in the town you've interacted with who you despise with a passion? Who you find extremely annoying?
I try to maintain a neutral stance on all peoples.
What if I said the
Otherwise,
name
could hurt
Ethan?
my clientele.
I said the name Ethan.
I don't wish to give an opinion on Ethan.
Can I sense?
Yeah, it's like sense mode.
I'm glad we all thought of that at the same time.
Yes. I believe there is a sense motive macro.
I mean, surely it's just the
It's just
secret
going to
perception
be
check
secret
thing.
perception, right?
Yeah, it's secret perception against the deception DC.
It depends on if you have something that affects sense motive specifically, I suppose.
Yeah. So throw me, if you want a sense motive, you can throw me a secret perception. Blind, I think, is the...
All the dice start rolling.
All right. Sapphire, Squib, and Stranger. You get the feeling that she is avoiding your question because the more you've talked to her and something that you kind of picked up in the social cadence of how she talks, you notice that if there's any questions she isn't sure how to answer, instead of perhaps maybe telling a white lie, you notice she just avoids them. And there might be a very important reason for that. But it's you're not sure. It could be magical, but it stands out to you.
Miss Goodwitch, you say you're a witch, correct?
That is correct.
Where's your familiar?
She kind of just stares off, and she blinks a few times. I haven't gotten around to making one. I apologize.
So,
Sus.
about your proxy, is it that you don't want to tell us, or perhaps cannot tell us?
By telling you the name of my proxy, it could threaten both his safety and my own. And this threatens my own anonymity. Anonymousness.
It's a fella.
Yes.
That's something. It's not Ethan, is it? I just want to. That would be such a terrible twist to the story.
Squib.
Oh, sorry. I just.
Ethan is not my proxy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. See, we got over that bump now. Squib.
Oh, if we just name every person, she'll eventually have to say.
Squib. No, don't. You don't need to
Oh.
play a game with her.
I don't think I would be able to maintain sanity if Ethan was my proxy. I detest
Okay.
interacting with him.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. We got some. Is she on your good side now, Squib?
Yeah, I'm not really getting the villagers' problem at this point. I feel like there's something else going on.
Are you aware of the cases of the missing children?
Yes. And she immediately becomes a little teared up. There's... Some of the kids have gone swimming in the water and they've drowned. I tried to resuscitate them, but the elixirs didn't have any effect. There's one of the village kids that wandered onto my dock, and I was notified that way that they had made it to the island, and when they made it back, they didn't make it back to town. One of the other kids disappeared from wildlife in the area around the town. Don't they protect their children? Don't they watch over them? It's dangerous out here.
Clearly not well enough. But yeah, you know, I can't speak for the village, but thank you for at least trying to help them. It's hard when people die, and sometimes you have to, you know, think about it. Sapphire just like looks and stares at Squib with these dead eyes for a moment.
You say it's dangerous out here, but it's just a lake. What's so dangerous about it?
Many people underestimate the water.
Mm-hmm. And she nods and she says, in my experience, some humanoids have difficulty swimming if they haven't been taught.
Sapphire nods.
I was taught by my grandma how to swim, and my proxy. The and so I mean, I live on a lake. If I couldn't swim, that would be problematic.
Well, it's very clear to me that you're not the threat here to the village. So, how about something nicer? Can you show us the things you sell them?
Yes, of course, I would be happy to. I don't usually what I prepare is bespoke. Wait, excuse me. Did you say threat?
The villagers seem to think that you are a threat and that you are the cause of the disappearing children. But if they're drowning, that's, obviously not your fault.
I would never. No.
I didn't, we didn't know when we came here, but I believe that now.
Okay. Please excuse me. I don't really keep stock. I can show you maybe ingredients, but I generally prefer to prepare them live. Not live. That's a weird term. Excuse me. Fresh as they're needed. If you've seen my garden outside, I usually prepare herbs out there for elixirs and potions. Sometimes more complex elixirs and potions need odd ingredients. The eye of a basilisk or the toe of a pegasus. They actually have hooves. Those sorts of odd things. But anyway, in short, most of my potions are bespoke, so I don't keep a lot of finished goods. However, I can show you some sales logs, but out of concerns and protecting my customers' privacy, I do need to truncate the names.
Oh no, of course. I was just curious what you're capable of and what you sell, really, more than anything.
Sure, one moment. And she heads to the back room.
Something stinks here.
And she walks out.
What
and
all's
she is-
in this room?
Hold on. She walks
While
out and
she's
she is while she's gone.
Yeah, just a quick glance. What's in the room?
Yeah, so you basically see jars of powders. There's books on alchemy, magic, those sorts of things. You see a couple knickknacks. There's a single pair of boots by the door. You see. Give me a perception if you don't mind, Sieg. I can tell you what else you see in a little more depth. Okay, yeah. You notice a couple things, namely the single pair of boots. A person living here should probably have more. You don't really notice a lot of cookware or things around, and there's a lot of just empty jars. And of course, there is some equipment kind of poking out from cupboards for mixing potions and elixirs and those sorts of things. Anything else you want to know?
No, that's it.
Well,
Do these stairs go up or down?
These stairs go up. There is a door you can kind of see in the wall, in the closet. Like a closet door, rather. It seems locked when you try and pull on it. And it is completely flush with the wall. The other stairs go up.
while she's in the other room, Sapphire is going to cast message to Squib and just be like, "So, what's your read on her?"
He's gonna respond back antisocial and weird, and maybe I don't know. It seems like she's being very guarded to the point where maybe someone's keeping an eye on her. But something doesn't add up about all this.
Sapphire is going to repeat the message to the other two in the back as well.
As in asking for our take.
Yeah.
Judging by the contents of this room, I'm beginning to wonder whether she truly lives here.
Hmm. The databanks state clearly that all witches have familiars. So, in some sense of the word, she's not what she claims to be.
Sapphire's return message to everybody is, I agree there's something amiss, but I'm not convinced she's really a threat just yet.
Yeah, usually I'm all about jumping the gun, but not in this case.
She walks back out, and she's carrying like 3 or 4 books and a couple long streams of paper. Right, sales records. These go back about 35 years, so there's some of my mom's and grandma's work.
How old are you?
Sapphire just like kicks
It's
Squid in the
very
foot.
Ow!
She looks at you and she stares at Squib, and you see her expression kind of quiver, and she just tries her best not to answer you.
Hey! He turns and looks at. I didn't ask how much she weighed or anything.
Still
Rude,
rude,
Squid.
Squid.
60 kilograms.
Okay, well.
Well, you were very quick and precise with that answer. Wait, 60 kilograms. How tall is she?
About 4'11".
What's her
Oh.
build?
Extremely slender.
So Sapphire's gonna message Squid, be like, yeah, okay, no, it's fine. So yeah, sales records.
Let me do math, hold on. Yeah, no, 60 kilograms.
Okay.
Right, and so she leans out all these papers, and they're just various elixirs. They go from things like things you might expect for curing a cold, headaches, things for assisting monthly cycles, things, a couple elixirs that help you hold breath, a few odd ones in there. There's like a love potion in there. A couple strength potions. There's like one that helps you sense direction. There's just various elixirs and potions that you imagine were just somebody's idea.
What does this woman's heritage appear to be?
She looks like a human. Yeah, she's a human. You can't tell for sure because her hair covers her ears, and she doesn't seem to have the more finer features you expect in elves, but probably human. You could probably just ask her.
Oh, not elf. I'm wondering if she's an android.
As far as you can tell, she's a human.
All right, well, this seems all at least very well documented. So, good job with that.
It's a requirement by my proxy. He's very specific about, what did he call it? Accounting?
Your proxy seems like a very important business person.
I'm glad. I don't really like to conduct business.
Well, it's good that you have somebody to conduct business with. I'm not going to ask you who your proxy is, but do you trust them entirely?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Are you easily manipulatable? Not for our purposes, for understanding if you can trust your trust.
She just stares at you.
You'll have to excuse Squib. He asks strange questions sometimes.
Okay, fine. We've asked funny questions.
You can ask questions, Squid.
I appreciate all of you sticking your head up for me, but I'm sorry you got tied in to all this. Like I said, the town just has misgivings about me. But
You
much like
mentioned
you said,
your-
Sapphire, people who do magic, well, people who don't might misunderstand us.
Sapphire nods. Can I sell you on a make an impression now? I think we've been talking more than long enough.
Make an impression is you are making a diplomacy check against the will DC of the target.
Yeah. Is it secret or not? I don't think it is.
Yeah, no, you attempt a open diplomacy check.
All right. Not great.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, she's still just being awkward lady.
You
valid.
failed to get a success, but you did not critically fail.
That's good.
So you mentioned your mom and grandma used to be doing the same line of work before you. Were they on good terms with the village for a while, or
No.
okay?
You
Good.
also kind of see her. I would say you all kind of see her just stand there and looking at you expectantly. And then Sapphire, you hear her voice in your mind from a message spell, and she says, "Do you also have restrictions on your magic?"
Sapphire's response is, I mean, in a way, yes.
She just nods. What were you gonna ask, stranger?
I'd like to attempt a seek to identify a disguise, perhaps.
Let me see. I give everyone a hero point.
Okay. Basically, attempting to oppose the impersonate action.
Yeah. Sure. Let's say it's gonna be
Or equivalent.
against.
It's secret, so.
Disbelieving illusions. Yeah, just give me a you can give me an open perception, honestly.
Okay.
You get the feeling she's not wearing a disguise.
Okay.
However, her robe is rather stylish and ornamented.
Sapphire is going
The
to
problem
message.
being,
Oh, go ahead. You first. See.
the problem being, misgiving is a word too lenient for a 4,000 credit bounty.
You see her expression drop and her face turns white. Bounty?
They clearly have a higher passion about this state of affairs than you're leading us to believe.
Her breath shortens and quickens, and she goes, Are you all here to kill me?"
No, of course not.
Remember how we high fived? That means we're cool. That means we're buds. Buds don't do that.
So we
The
are currently
village-
simply trying to assess the situation.
If the town wants me dead, I'll have to install locks on the door, I think.
Well, we're trying to change that.
She's clearly a bit visibly freaked out.
Probably just that Ethan fucker.
I would like to use this.
Okay.
Try to calm her down.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Maybe. And she walks back over to her desk and sits down. And she goes, "Yeah, maybe they just got carried away with new faces in town. Maybe it wasn't even somebody from the town."
Well, I have a good question for you. If you are a potion vendor, you tell me about your favorite potion. And while Sapphire's saying this, she's going to cast a message into her head and say, use that description as a distraction if you are being spied on or anything like that. Are you in danger?
My favorite potion, and she kind of just thinks, tapping her head. And as she is tapping her chin, she is using a component to cast message. And she back to Sapphire. And she goes, I don't think so. Sometimes my customers come by night, sometimes by day. I think they have superstitions against and taboo against visiting me for some reason. So they don't like other people to know about it.
Sapphire just like nods with the outside conversation going on, and she continues the like message conversation at the same time with I'm more worried about the way you talk about your patron.
Patron? Explain.
Your proxy.
He. And you see kind of an internal conflict in her. He worked with my grandma originally, and then my mom, and now me. He thinks himself kind of like a father figure. It's fine, just embarrassing.
All right. Well,
And this isn't a message to Sapphire.
yeah. Continuing in message, she says, well, if you think it's okay, we aren't going to do anything, obviously, but if you are in danger, you can tell us.
And she says this out loud to everyone. To be honest, I have too many potions to have a favorite. Mana potions are pretty nice, though. You can store mana for later. But no one's ever come here threatening me. Like I said, that's why my door's not locked. Well, I don't have a lock on it. That's... No one's ever come here to hurt me, and I've never thought about it.
Well, that's good, and I hope that never happens.
Me too, but it sounds like that's... Sorry. Less of a possibility.
I mean, if we can smooth things over with the village, then that won't be an issue anymore.
Yeah, we'll figure out what's going on here.
I wish you luck, but there's a lot more wrong that goes a long ways back. I fear witches will not be understood.
That's probably a reasonable fear, as much as I hate to say it.
Anyway, you...
Well,
Hmm?
for our own, involvement, I think we all kind of agree there's something weird here. So we're gonna check back with the village and get an idea. But we don't mean any harm for now. So don't worry about that one bit.
Okay. And are you all trying to leave, or are you gonna... And she starts gathering up her books and scrolls and taking them back.
Sapphire is going to say to her, like, thank you for being so accommodating and for telling us everything you could. We'll see what we can do to smooth this over, okay?
Okay, please feel free to return at any time, dear custom... And she sees like her grab her head. Friends?
Sapphire just smiles. She's like, yeah, Friends is good.
Yeah, friends is, like I said, we high five, of course.
Friends. Anyway, please close the door on your way back.
We will.
Bye.
And as you make your way out, you hear a message in your head, Sapphire. Drake.
Drink?
Drake. It's a
Oh,
name.
drink. Okay. Sapphire's gonna make her way back to the rowboat. Gonna say, I have a lot to catch you up on, everyone. But we should do, go to the rowboat, go to the town, and talk to people.
Yeah. I mean, no offense, but that girl just kind of seems like a socially awkward dork at worst.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Hey, you made it. Did you kill the
Yeah,
witch?
magical wards or something. We had to do some more research.
Well, no evil witch here, as far as we can tell. Jessica, can you take us back towards town? We have some investigating.
Did
to
you
do.
say there's no evil witch?
As far as we can tell, no, not here at least.
And she kind of looks at you all for a second. I'm sorry, I have someone I need to talk to.
Perhaps she's invisible.
And she takes off on the boat that she came on.
Oh, that makes me a little concerned. That's weird. A little suspect, as they say. Sussy, perhaps.
Sapphire looks back to the group. She says, well, I think I know her proxy's name, and I think we need to have a chat with them.
What's the name?
Drake.
I'm trying to remember if we met a Drake while we were at the village.
Did we meet a Drake?
You did not meet a Drake at the village.
Okay.
Does not ring a bell.
We'll see if we can find a Drake.
Yeah.
But it seems like we might have a problem with getting back to the village. Jessica left abruptly.
See, boss, that's why you had to do what I was doing and lie and say that there was like a ward or something.
I mean, I lied too. Well, kind of, really.
It's okay. We'll go back. In worst case, we'll try to play it off like, oh, we have to get a potion of bitch blowing upness to really make sure we can handle this.
I'll let you take lead on that, then, Squib.
Oh, you got it.
Would it be possible to stay here?
You want to stay here?
Yes.
Okay.
Be a lookout while we go ask some questions.
Yes.
You have your own
What do
boat.
anyone to stay with you, or just a solo operation?
I will be all right.
Squib's a little concerned.
What are they going to do? Kill me?
Yeah, like he does have a moment where he thinks about the last friend that got blasted, but he remembers all the healing dice you roll, and he's like, yeah, you're probably fine.
Okay, so we have Sieg, Sapphire, and Squib heading back to town.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we're back to Crest's Hope. And as you row, you're in. You kind of see everyone standing in a circle. They're expectantly waiting for you to come back.
This is giving me the JBs.
Here, I'll move Squib up to join them.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
they
kind
need
of
me.
giving like
Maybe they can text me.
it's kind of giving weird quote or weird cult, isn't it, Squib?
Hello, villagers. We're temporarily back.
And they all kind of stare at you for a second.
Ooh, let me tell you, I've done some witch murdering in my time, and that one's going to require a bit of research. We left a guy back there to make sure she doesn't scamper off. But yeah.
Oh my god. You were right, Steve. Yeah, I told you, I trust Jessica. And they all kind of look.
what's up?
They're under the witch's thrall. They've come to kill us.
No, that's actually not what's What?
And they all pull out weapons.
What?
And we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay, everyone here.
Defend the village!
Sick. That is exactly what I needed to happen.
Bada boom.
Nice.
Alright, 1 second while I change these tokens to opposition.
Oh god.
Melee mode's probably the good start for this.
Non-lethal squib.
Yeah. They don't need to walk to live.
I was also going to look up the doing non-lethal damage rolls.
Alright, let me start this. That's too high energy for this. Alright, Sapphire, you're up first.
Okay.
As the villagers all reach for weapons.
Sapphire is going to call out to the other two and be like, we're not trying to hurt them, remember? Then she's going to look to the others and say, you all just need to relax a little. That's not what's going on. And she's going to cast Calm.
Okay. Where are you placing this 10-foot burst?
I want to get as many of them as I can in. So, like, right here to get these three.
Yeah, let me move these guys back into squares so they're actually in place on a grid.
Yeah, valid.
Is the guard involved in this?
Actually, maybe the guard needs the Calm.
The guard seems like they haven't taken any action yet.
Alright, she's going to do it here. Because it sounded like Jessica was kind of the ringleader of this. She should be in this. Aha!
Okay, so 2 of them fail. So any emotion effects that would affect the creature are suppressed, and the creature can't use hostile actions. If it is up to a hostile action from any other creature, it ceases to be affected by Calm. So that is Calm on Ethan, Calm on Gabor, and Critical Calm on Jessica.
Let's go. Alright, one sec, I am looking up a skill really quick just to see if... I don't have quick impression yet. Okay. And for her last action, she doesn't want to do anything aggressive, so she is just going to... She's going to call out to the guard and just be like, are you going to just allow this to happen? The town attacking innocent people?
Timothy says, my job is to protect the townspeople.
Well, we're not anything that needs to be protected from.
That will to be observed.
Okay. Then she's going to end her turn.
Okay. This specifically. See, she's got magic just like the witch. And she... Well, yeah, why would I fight a witch's thrall? And it's over to you, Squib. But she does run. And hides.
Okay,
Yeah,
actually,
that's better.
on combat start, not drawing the weapon, can I attempt to disarm our blacksmith friend?
Yeah. You'll have to. Let's see. Disarm.
Let's look at athletics check.
Yeah. Athletics check against the target's reflex DC.
No.
I gotta reroll that.
I think it's really funny. Yes, you weaken the target's grasp on the item. Further attempts to disarm will gain a +2 circumstance bonus.
Okie doke. I will go again then. That'd just be, I guess I get +2, but then I also do multi-attack, I'm assuming? Or is that...
I don't think disarm is... Yeah, it's an attack action, so you get +2, but it is going to take a map 5. It's basically an unarmed attack.
Then I'll just do a -3.
Yep.
I think technically, if you're doing it unarmed, you take the agile trait of the unarmed attack,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
don't you?
No, you're right. So that is 10, not 9. In that case, that is still a failure.
We'll end for there. Squid's just trying to wrangle the weapon out of their hand. Give it to me.
Oh my god! He's attacking the Catherine!
No, that's not what's up.
We don't have to read calm again. And he's just gonna walk up here and just say, "Please, Mr. Thrall, don't hurt her.
Not a thrall, not hurting her.
Just leave our village forever. Please."
The gun's away, and we will.
Ends his turn. It's over to Ethan's turn.
Yeah.
Does it say how long it lasts for, by the way?
Sustained at 1 minute.
Okay, so you can just sustain it. And
So that way
Ethan...
he's charged.
Ethan goes, God, I'm trying to think how characters react to a calm spell. If you're not the witch's thralls, then prove it somehow. And he walks forward and then he kind of steps back. He is a bit afraid of you.
Do you have any ideas how we can prove it to you?
Not using your magic on me. I saw your hands flashing. And it's over to the seamster. And he walks over here, takes out his pistol, and goes, "Leave Catherine alone!" And shoots at Squib.
Fucked up, OP.
20, 20, 20, 20. Damn. Completely misses. It almost hits one of the others.
You're more likely to hurt your friends doing that.
Alright, Sieg. Over to you.
I'm going to deploy a turret.
No. Oh God.
Can I tell at a glance what kind of weapons any of them are wielding?
They all look like they're wielding pistols, and they seem pretty identical. Given what you just saw from Kai, they're laser pistols.
All right. Well, targeting this guy on the left. I'll upload a virus into his pistol. I will shut down.
Alright, let me read what I wrote here. Upload viruses from the Netrunner archetype.
Computers against will DC.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, throw me a computer's check against their will DC.
I'm re-rolling that.
That would be so funny. Yeah, that's a success, and their gun. That's Steve, right?
Yes, I can't mouse over him. I think it's Steve.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we can't see their name.
let me fix the name. Sorry, it must have happened when I changed the disposition.
Oh, I can see it now.
Yeah, I'm fixing them one by one. Sorry about that. I assumed if you could see them in the initiative, it would show them for anyone. Okay. Yes, Steve over here. Yeah, and his pistol starts glitching. Oop, that's the wrong window. It's over to Catherine.
Drop it.
She's gonna interact to regrip her weapon after you try to disarm her, and then she is gonna punch you with her open fist. It is so funny. And then she's gonna try and shoot you with her other hand. I love that they're just rolling awful. Because that's her second attack, that's a miss.
I will go goblin mode on you.
I mean, there's a reason they tried to hire somebody else to do this.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the town's under attack. And Steve pulls out his gun.
Steve, I thought we were cool.
Me too, but you've turned on us.
No, we haven't.
Alright, so he's gotta make a flat check against glitching. Glitching's supposed to be DC
Crit
5.
success, right?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be DC 5. So his weapon is no longer glitching. I put the playtest glitching. Thank you for the correction. And then he is able to shoot as normal. So he shoots at Squib, or Sieg. Not Squib. Four and an 8 on the die, bless his heart. None of the townspeople have been hurt, so the guard just sits and watches.
Sapphire is going to turn to Ethan and say, if I drop this spell, will you all just chill out and let us talk to you?
What, so you can put us under the thrall too?
Ethan, if I wanted you under thrall, you would already be under thrall.
She's going
It's
to
going to demoralize him.
It's a threat! It's a threat!
Perfect.
Ethan becomes frightened too.
Good. That's fine. Sapphire is going to address the rest of the group and say,
What is this
okay.
effect on frightened? How do I take this off? This is way too extra.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's perfect. What are you talking about?
So spooky.
Sahar just needs 8 more rounds, and then she can coerce.
Yeah, basically she's delaying so that I can... Sapphire's going to turn to the rest of the group and say, okay, does somebody want to have a reasonable conversation here? Because none of us are under any sort of thrall.
They're all here to kill us.
Sapphire sighs, sustains calm, and then sends a text message to Stranger to be like, I think we might need you.
All right. Well, how far is it across the lake?
At least two.
Sorry, 1 second. You can get on, and I'm gonna say a couple rounds will have to pass before you can get here.
That's fine. Just put me in
just-
initiative, and you roll put in a success every one of my turns.
All right, you can go ahead and roll. You can roll athletics for initiative if you would like.
That's fair. All right, Jessica, if that even is your real name.
Sorry, I'm fixing this crazy effect. Jessica can't do anything. She's gonna continue hiding. All right, Squib.
We're disarming once more. I think it's 20.
Oh,
Ah,
All right. Yeah, you knock her weapon out of her hand.
I would then like to pick it up.
Okay, let me give you her laser pistol. You now have a commercial laser pistol.
You have lost gun privileges. And then Squib's gonna.
That's my gun.
How far do you think I can throw this, by the way?
Improvised item. Improvised weapon. Let's say like 20 feet.
Not enough to go into the lake yet.
just throw it on top of the roof.
Yeah, you know, yeah, he chucks it out the roof.
oh my god. Incredible.
Timothy points a gun at you and says, "Theft is not authorized. That is a violation of the law."
I'm relocating it. It's out of my
God.
out of my hands.
And you're all attacking the village. I see I've been slow to act.
Oh no, Squib!
What's going on? Maybe we should retreat.
How far do you think we're gonna get, Squib? I'm down for retreating, but
I roll really fast.
Yeah, that's right. Retreat, they say to you. We'll make sure your blue-haired friend stays safe from the witch's influence.
Who?
wait, what?
Yeah, that's right.
What blue hair? Oh, Rhodey. Ah, fuck.
I forgot about our
Wait.
nerd.
Is he like a hostage? Oh my god, you guys are terrorists too!
Yeah, you're the terrorist.
Some star systems I am considered a terrorist, but
Oh,
What?
Squib.
He wasn't before, but he sure is now.
Yeah.
Huh. And they still feel under the calming effect of the spell. Alright, Stranger, we'll just say that you make it a little further here. Is that good?
Yeah, it's the Monty Python scene of Lancelot running towards the castle.
Okay.
Oh, I see you with water. Incredible. Come, stranger.
Ethan runs over. He's gonna stride twice and hides behind this building. Please save us, guard! The only guard in the town.
You're so dramatic, Ethan.
And he's gonna take cover. This is. Oh wait, no. Frightened is gonna decrease automatically, I think. Oh my god, he is a thief. He's compiling weapons for the witch.
It's on the roof.
That's how it went.
Yeah, for now. First it was the kids, now it's us.
See how short I am? I can't get up there.
And just blasts at Squib.
It's basically doing the dance, like he's jumping as the shots are hitting the ground.
And finally, a laser connects to Squib.
Hit by -4. Let's go.
Yes, because of that, it is a. It takes a penalty because it is such a low roll, but it's a natural 20, so it is a hit. Squib takes 4 fire damage.
Ow!
Alright, Sieg, it's your turn.
What the fuck?
It was genius to make all these villagers kind of weird and dorky before we even started, because then now, like, there's that part of my brain that the hobo whispering, just hit him, just hit him.
Just kill them all.
Yeah, pretty much. Getting to that point. I'm going to move and upload a virus on Timothy's weapon.
Okay, give me a computer's check. That was Timothy. Which fucking one is Timothy? All right. Yeah, that's a success. It's glitching. Are you gonna find me glitching, motherfucker? All right. Yeah,
We will spread our peaceful ways by force.
I've got more spell slots for calm. We'll chill the fuck out.
I'm gonna wrestle the gun into Timothy's hand. We get a stack of weapons on the roof when I'm done.
Get him, Squib.
You know what? I've got more where that's from. And she's just gonna stride away. And she strides into her shop and disappears.
Wait, no, stay within 10 feet of your friend.
Comes out with a heavy machine gun. No.
Oh no.
She goes into her blacksmith shop and closes the door.
But with a heavy machine gun, I arrive to confiscate it.
That's going on the roof too, bud.
You guys were supposed to save us, and now you're here to kill us.
We're not killing you. Oh my god.
No one even has a single injury.
Wait a minute. In that case, they've already taken my friends. Look at Jessica. She was so lively, and now she's hiding. She's under the witch's thrall, too.
Steve, no.
Steve turns.
Steve, no.
He runs north. You've turned our friends against us.
Steve, no.
And he shoots her.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Squib, tackle Steve, please.
She's not recovered from that. It does hit. She takes some damage. And a hostile action is used against her, so the calm falls off.
Not to kill your FUD, but she was the crit fail. Hostility does not end.
Was she? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's even funnier. Okay, well, she's still calm. Gotta scroll up for that spell effect. So she just sits there and takes the shot. And then he turns back and goes, "What have you done? You!" And you're gonna have cover from this.
What have you done? Shot your friend.
And the shot bounces off of Tuit.
Don't
Into
you-
a nearby building and harmless.
You were the one under the witch's thrall.
Actually, that.
All right. Timothy looks over at what just happened, runs over to Steve, and just, like, body checks him.
Clobbering time.
Wait, no, don't evaporate Steve, Timothy.
Execute him.
Timothy, now.
And that is a... That is a critical success, and Steve is down and drops his weapon. And Timothy goes, "Listen here. Everyone just stop."
That's what I've been saying.
And he basically has like a foot on top of Steve and points a weapon, and the others say, "Listen, this ends." And that's going to end combat. They respect Timothy.
Sapphire will drop the spell.
Okay. And that gives time for a stranger to get here.
Oh, my action was going to be pull out my comm unit and start taking a video.
Police brutality! Police brutality!
Universe Star.
We're ending this
Got
here.
the National Guards here too.
I have a proposition. You can say what you came here to say, and then please leave this town.
Okay, that's fair, I suppose. Two things, I guess. One, the person on that island is not responsible for all the deaths of your children. And you just need to chill out about her because she's not a threat, as far as we can tell. Two, I need answers. Do any of you know somebody named Drake?
So Steve kind of, from the ground, he got cuffed in this process, and he kind of looks back and he says, "Yeah, I mean, Drake's the vendor who comes in like once a week selling like medicine from Atar."
Not medicine from Atar. You get one guess to guess where it actually comes from.
Further north?
Okay, I see that. I trusted your intellect a little too much.
Lahar, right?
No, the witch. The witch is the one that makes the medicines.
The witch makes curses!
No, she makes healthy potions, stuff to help with cycles. He starts listing off all the stuff you remember seeing in the ledger.
What the fuck is a cycle? Steve looks at. And Jessica walks up and he kicks him. You asshole, you shot me. Shut the fuck up and stop talking. He just kind of goes, "Oh."
What the
So
fuck?
I think
is
there's a
kilometer?
misunderstanding.
There's been a series of misunderstandings here. First between you and the witch, and then the witch's mom and the witch's grandma, apparently. And then with us. So I'm glad that we're all calmed down now. But y'all, I understand the fear of a witch. It's a good story, but according to her, y'all need to give your kids swimming lessons and not go after a witch.
It's a witch.
I mean, I didn't ask what their pronouns were, fair, but I don't think that it's it.
Okay, you guys thinking that
Chief.
that witch is dangerous is like thinking Ethan over here is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute. Ethan is kind of dangerous, Kai says.
No,
He kind of cheated me out of some stuff one time. And Gabor's like, yeah, remember that time you ran that whole fucking fake story about the town race and we realized nobody ran in it?
Yeah, that sure sounds like somebody who would make up some crazy story about a witch stealing kids and causing curses. I see you thinking away over there, Ethan.
I mean, but we've been careful of witches, Jessica says, before Ethan was around.
I mean, it's understandable to be careful of witches.
I think he's just an idiot. You're an idiot, Ethan!
There we go. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Timothy walks over. And he drags Ethan out by the cuff. Hey, my arm says stop! And he fucking puts him in front of y'all. It seems like your beef is with Ethan. I just report
Sorta.
on what I hear.
Do you do it truthfully and without exaggeration?
To the best of my ability.
I don't trust that one bit.
That's fair. Your ability
There we
seems poor.
How?
The class.
How? The module's enabled.
The class.
The one map I don't put a fucking wall in. Oh wait, no, I did put walls in. I just put them under the map in case and I forget to turn them on for combat. That's on me. Understandable.
Broken containment.
Anyway,
And this witch story, where did you hear it?
I mean, we've known about the Witch of the Lake. I mean, my parents heard it, and, like, the others are like, yeah, I mean, that's been a story. The witch is, like, hundreds of years old.
Why
She's
is it a
been around all
problem
this
now?
time.
There have been a series of witches in the lake, yes. What about their actions? Where did you hear that?
I mean, from the other people, Gabor wakes up. Or walks up, sorry, wakes up. And Ethan's like, yes, it's just hearsay around the town. I mean, you've heard from so-and-so's been cursed by the witch, or this person lost their child in the lake as soon as they went over to the witch's island. I mean, it's a witch. He seems pretty resolute in the fact that he's right to hate the witch.
Sorry, was that Gabor or Ethan?
Ethan.
Okay.
You can tell it's Ethan because his voice is insufferable.
So you heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody. Who did they hear it from?
I don't know. What, do you want me to go running down hundreds of stories back and forth?
Aren't you a journalist? Isn't that like the point?
Yes.
And I do the best of my ability.
Have you considered interviewing the witch?
That would be a pretty good story.
That's a great way to get myself cursed.
What if we go with you to interview the witch and protect
We all of
you?
us interviewed the witch. None of us are cursed. Any more than before.
Sapphire raises an eyebrow at stranger.
We could even bring Timothy. Timothy's immune to curses.
What?
That's not true. And he just
He could be.
that would be nice. I hear them swear all the time.
So not cursing.
Look, I don't want to meet the witch. I don't have any reason to meet the witch. But if y'all feel so strongly about this, I'll leave her alone.
Good.
Okay.
She just wants to exist on her peaceful, admittedly kind of spooky island and make nice, helpful potions for all of you. And also be nice to her so that if she shows up, she has more friends. Okay?
She's just a little bean. A little awkward bean.
And more importantly, you should respect the depths. Danger lurks in the water.
That's right. Listen to the person who lived in the water. Is that right? See, you said you're from Marcy Bay.
He takes off his rebreather for a moment. You can clearly see he's a Callow.
See? If someone knows about water,
Whoa, you look cool. I saw a show with someone like you once. That's awesome. Where are you from, man?
The
That's
depths of Marcy Bay.
Where the hell is that? It's another planet, Gabor. Stick to baking.
Jesus.
God. Also, does anyone know where this Drake gentleman is so we could discuss? Is he around?
No, Drake usually comes. He just came a couple of days ago. He probably won't be for a few more days.
Well, we would like to have a conversation with him, but you would seem you don't necessarily want us to stay here anymore, unless that's changed.
You can stay here.
We'll peacefully stay and purchase delicious meals from the inn and wait until we can speak with Drake.
Timothy says...
Now, Squib, go and retrieve the pistol.
He looks up at the roof. What do you, like, tall people do it?
Sapphire sighs, but then perks up. Wait, a chance to try my new toy. She deploys her wings, just floats up there.
You're an angel. Jessica's amazed.
Then she comes back down with the pistol.
I'll be back. I don't want anything. Just no hostilities while I'm gone. I'll be back.
I can promise they won't start with us, at least, Timothy.
And you can see he leads Steve off to what you surmise is the town jail.
Put his brother in jail. Jeez, harsh.
And he goes in. And he comes out, leading someone out that you know. Do any of you want to explain this? He takes a laser knife and cuts manacles off Rhodey and throws them to you all.
You okay, Rhodey?
Yeah.
It's been a weird past couple hours. They all thought we were under the witch's spell, but actually the witch is a very nice witch.
You were a hostage.
I just want to get going, if that's okay. But
I got bad news.
is it okay to stay here? Wait, what's the bad news?
We might be waiting a little bit just to chat with somebody in a few days, potentially.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sure. Again. Yeah. You know what? That registers so low on the list of weird things at this point. Yeah. Just... They're not gonna try and lock anyone up or shoot anyone again, are they?
I don't suspect so, no.
Probably not.
And one by one, they all basically say that they owe you an apology.
Forgiven, forgiven.
Going through and changing the tokens and hoping the names don't break. Yeah, okay, covered by anyone. Alright, and they all kind of just disperse after a while.
I like how the off-duty guard just sat on the perch and watched the whole time.
She's off duty.
Well, we've successfully gotten me off the island, I noticed.
Oh,
Look, I thought this was going to turn into a fight. We were doing our best. Thank you for coming, stranger.
Yeah, I'm heading to the end.
Yeah, go relax, Rhodey. You've earned it.
so we'll figure out what's up with this Drake guy. But yeah, I think our biggest problem is just that kind of just leans in. I think most of these people are morons.
You know, that's fair, Squib. Stranger, why were you staying on the island anyway?
The question baffles him for a moment. If the woman is being threatened, then perhaps a threat might show up.
Sapphire is like actually slightly astonished by his response, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't think you would stay there to protect her. That was very nice of you. Maybe we should keep a guard up then there."
Oh, do you have a crush on her? Silence doesn't mean no. But that actually
What?
might not be a bad idea. I said, do you have a crush on her?
Oh, what?
You know, crush. Like, she makes your heart a flutter. Oh, what do you got beaten in there?
Not a heart.
You know what? Don't worry about it. But we probably should maybe have someone just keep an eye on her. Because
I agree. If she is in danger, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I don't trust this Drake person. I think that they are up to no good, and they are manipulating her in some way. We'll talk to him when he shows up. You know, let's not immediately draw guns or anything, but I'm just saying I'm going in not trusting him. I asked her mentally if she was in any danger, and she hesitated in the kind of way that somebody who is in danger but can't talk about it does.
Well, who wants to take first Witch Watch?
I'll be right back, sorry. Give me like 3 minutes.
Well, Stranger was already on it, so do you want to go first, Stranger? We can all rotate teams on. I mean, we could also just camp on the island, honestly.
That's not a bad idea. Can we tell Rhodey or just kind of leave him here as like collateral?
I think Rhodey just needs a nice, comfortable bed and a place to not be in prison for a while.
Yeah, and then again, if the villagers are suspicious, they'll know like we've left our blue-haired nerd as a token of our like, hey, we won't do anything.
Exactly.
I mean, he's welcome to leave if he feels he would rather.
I think he's worried about a swamp. Yeah, I think he's just worried about traveling alone. He doesn't seem to be very hardy, which is fair. I'm not either.
I would also probably be dead if it wasn't for the three of you, so understandable.
Hey, it's a tough world out there. Even with friends like us, you can bite it. I'm not going to say names because I will get in trouble, but
You can say his name by now, Squib. It was traumatizing. It was horrible. We lost a companion that we had just barely met, but it's still hard to lose people.
Oh, you had just barely met? By your reaction, I thought he was a lifelong friend.
Well, we made friends quickly. He had a way about him. You
boss
know?
is very sentimental. He's got a heart of gold, okay?
Yeah.
Also, I, for one, am appalled that you think we would resort to violence immediately upon meeting this Drake person.
Look,
Did we not hold ourselves against this town? Even
No,
Ethan survived.
Ethan did survive, but I am proud of everyone for that. But you know, it's just good to reiterate. And Sapphire cast message to Sieg, mostly for Squib,
I'm
but
back.
you know, we'll just be nice about it.
I'm back. So, what is the party doing?
We're going
We've
to camp out.
Yeah,
What do you want
go
to?
ahead.
I think we're going to camp out on the next to the witch's house and just maybe inform her of what's going on. And
Okay.
no, actually, wait. That's a good question. If she's under watch or suspicion or something from some other threat, do we tell her the truth or do we just say, "Hey, you know what? That inn, it had bed bugs. We like camping. We're just. Is it cool if we're over here for a little bit?"
I get the impression that she knows that we are trying to look out for her.
So, but do we?
We were talking a little bit in there, other than the talking we were doing with our mouths.
Okay. Well, you just let her know with your little mind mouth that we're hanging out.
When we get there, I will.
All right.
Don't have that big of a rate, unless she happens to be Yimyar, but I don't think she is.
Dude,
Alright, it
that would be
sounds-
crazy.
It sounds like you all want to head back across to the lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Mostly for purposes of making sure that, something doesn't come after her.
Okay. Yeah. Jessica will let you borrow her fishing boats again to get back over there.
All right. Well, I suppose that's the plan until something happens.
Well, yeah, like generally the plan is stay out here, check in town every day, see how Rhodey's doing, see if Drake comes back, and that is what we are waiting for. Sapphire, when they get there, will also just kind of like gently knock on the door and let her know that they are staying on the island and they're just there to make sure nothing happens for the next couple days.
When you come in and she greets you at the door and she says she's got a piece of lettuce in her hand that she's just kind of chewing on, and she just kind of nods at you and then closes the door.
Well, see, she's having a good, nutritious, healthy snack. Everything's fine.
All right. This is what Squib texts Rhodey as they get here. By the way.
Incredible.
Squib says, "Hey, our dog, letting you know we're hanging in the witch to make sure all is green. That's Goblin for good. So stay safe and don't get jailed again." Well,
Thumbs up emoji.
so it sounds like you're all just kind of camping off to the side here.
Yeah. We don't want to get in her way.
Sieg is
Yeah, more or less.
Sieg is going to be persisting under the water and just observing the state of the aquatic environment.
Okay.
Smart. It's a weird opportunity for Sieg after all.
Yeah, it's as you might expect, a lake in a rather temperate area. There's like fish and other things under the lake, insects, algae. There actually seems
What
to be
about
quite
like
a lot of
skeletons?
What?
Yeah,
Is it
I'm
the meat of a
specifically
skeleton?
I'm specifically going to be looking out for things that might be capable of pulling a child underwater.
Give me a nature check.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Lake sharks.
Blind, please.
Or larks, often mistaken for the birds.
I'm going to preemptively hero point and just take the best. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Come through.
Yeah, I'll allow that. All right. So you notice that a bit of a ways off, coming in from the town, one would head straight to the dock. Going back around the town, there are some plants that it might be possible for someone inexperienced at swimming to get tangled at and lose their stamina. Now, most people you imagine who are grown adults aren't going to have a big deal with this, but it's possible that kids might have had an issue.
I don't happen to find any remains, do I?
Bits of them. It is
Lovely.
a ecosystem, after all. Things generally don't go to waste. Alright. So a night and a half passes, and you get a text back from Rhodey. And he says like, hey, you know what's funny? Ethan never unposted that bounty. Anyway, I kind of cracked it, so check your accounts.
Brody, did you just hack their bounty system?
They locked me up and punched me a bunch. They're kind of dickholes.
No, you're so valid for that. Good job, Brody.
And
Squib's
if
gonna
any-
hit him back with a little mow.
Yeah, and all it's gonna say if he actually tries to get his money back is that it errored out. I don't know what happened, man. I didn't leave a trace.
Proud of you, Brody.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Go ahead and rename this map. From possible witch whereabouts to the good witch's isle.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. A few days pass by, and you do see a boat come to the dock. How are you all going to react to this? There's a single figure.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Those sales documents and stuff, did they include like cost?
Yes.
Okay.
And you see someone step. You see like a gentleman step off of the boat, and he pulls a scarf around off of his neck.
What
And
color
you
scarf?
Oh no.
Random color generator.
Oh, okay, well,
Light pink.
Light pink. So
Red.
red.
Yes, red scarf. Off
something
of
faded.
her neck as someone steps off the dock. And she regards all of you. Ah. Come to keep watch?
Yeah, that's kind of been the point.
Good, good. So I take it you figured things out?
You know, to a certain degree, yeah, I would say so, but
Probably not enough.
So, you're looking for a Drake.
That's right. Yes.
That would be, and she makes air quotes, him. It's a persona that I keep with the townspeople. They only know that side of me as Drake. And it keeps my anonymity. As far as Miss Witch knows, that's just person.
Well, that's
And she also knows me.
probably a good way to do it. So, tell us about your dealings with her.
I was indebted to her grandmother. My family was afflicted with a terminal illness coming upon the age of, 40. And so I sought in desperation, upon my 39th birthday, Miss Witch looking for a cure. And
Bip holds up his hand.
yes,
How old are you now?
I'm getting there.
Oh.
And Miss Witch was able to help me out. Well, Miss Witch's grandmother. She wasn't able to cure the affliction, but I've never turned 40. And in turn, I am indebted to take care of, out of admiration and gratitude. Of course, I paid for the elixir, but and she claimed, "Oh yes, that was enough. That was plenty." No. So I've taken care to coming through and helping Miss Witch peddle her potions wherever she needs, helping make things a little, shall we say, less difficult.
She does seem like she would have a tough time fitting in a town.
They're judgmental. They don't recognize her humanity. They don't even know she's the damn chemist making all of the medicine, keeping them alive, keeping their crops growing.
Well, they do now.
Were you aware that Miss Guadal had a 5,000 credit bounty on her?
Yes. I was still looking for what to do about that.
I think we have at least put a pause on that.
I hope so. She doesn't take care of herself. She barely lets me bring her clothes. I've managed to get one pair of boots in the door. She nibbles on lettuce. And if you can't tell by her stature, that's kind of where it's led her.
Well, you know, some people just have a brand.
It's...
Do you wrap it or something?
It's... No, but it's her choice. It's harmless ultimately. But someone needs to watch out for her. She barely knows how to watch out for herself. She's been on her own for far too young.
I see. And it didn't occur to you to somehow put a stop to the gang of potentially murderous hobos making their way to her domicile?
If I'll be honest, I panicked. I didn't expect the people to put a bounty. I'm not a fighter. I'm a merchant. That much is true. There's never any threat in this town. Of course, there's not going to look the other way at a guard that doesn't do anything.
And the villagers themselves definitely were not combat ready, but
I'm not going to lie. Watching Timothy tackle that guy, that's the first time I've seen something actually need handling in here. It's mostly civil and domestic matters.
are you watching that?
From a nearby rooftop.
Yep, her and the bond artificer.
It wasn't the rooftop I threw the gun up on, right?
No, it was a good throw, though.
That's
It was
what I
really
thought.
funny when you couldn't find it again. Sorry, me. But yes, anyway. And the cloak that she's wearing is, well, actually quite expensive, but Miss Witch refuses to accept money, and so, like I said, she barely accepts goods.
What happens with the money that is made from her potions?
I bring her whichever reagent she asks for, and I bring her goods for surviving.
Okay, so you use it, you spend it on supplies for her and reagents for potions. Like, all I am seeing here is what seems to be a very superstitious town having misgivings about a fairly honest potion merchant with a few weird quirks.
Correct. And I've
Yeah,
been
they're really
told
dumb.
what to do about this. All they've conjured some fear of the unknown of the witch, of something they don't understand, and they tried to kill her over it.
Well, the only way to get people over their fear of the unknown is to make it known.
Or they are extremely gullible and prone to conspiracy. You could probably spend a little bit of money to have people spread good rumors. Like, wow, witches are great luck and really cool, and probably have great taste in music or something. I don't know.
She crosses her arms and she says, I've already watched rumors spiral out of control. I'm not about to start more.
Fair.
Also, wait a minute, weren't there 4 of you?
Yeah.
Oh, our aquatic friend is trying to find out what happened to, the disappearances.
You can probably just see him at the edge of the lake, just
Just observing.
meditating, basically.
Just eyes out of the water.
Ah. Well, anyway, I wanted to talk to all of you, and I wanted to thank you for saving Miss Witch.
Yeah, Guado seemed like a pretty nice gal, so it felt pretty wrong to do anything untoward.
She's innocent to the ways of the world. Like you might have noticed, she doesn't keep her door locked. No one really bothers her out here. At the same time, so far the superstitions kept anyone from coming to harm her.
Has she thought about investing in a laser grid?
I like the way you think. But also, I don't trust a laser grid around her.
That's fair.
Maybe like a dog.
Magic dog? Yeah, why doesn't she have a familiar? What's up with that?
I don't know.
Well,
How am I supposed to
stranger?
know? That's a witch matter. Go ask Miss Witch. I'm sure she'll tell you.
She was pretty open about a lot of things.
Some of them. And then some of them I get yelled at for asking, apparently. But
Oh yeah? And she walks up to Squib and she leans down. You asked her age, didn't you?
yeah,
I bet you asked her
I
weight
did.
too.
Also correct.
And she flicks you in the forehead and then stands back.
Ow!
up. No
You didn't
manners
get
on
mad
that
when I
one.
asked your age.
Watch it.
Okay.
We're being nice. Squib is still just learning about I don't want to say polite society, but society at large.
Look,
He lives on ships all the time.
spaceship crews are rough and tough, and there's no decor. Or if there was decor, I never had any. So,
I'd like to sense motive, just trying to get a general read on this person to see how truthful they've been. And
Yeah, throw me a. I think it's
One
open perception.
Is it open?
Let me double check. I have the tab open. No, it's secret.
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
I rolled a question mark.
You get the idea that they're being pretty straightforward. They do seem genuinely thankful to you all for smoothing things over.
Okay.
At this point, Sieg's just gonna shamble out of the water.
Anyway, you have my gratitude. If there's anything I can do to help all of you, please let me know, and I'm sure Miss Witch would be able to happily help you with any sorts of potions you might need.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a bespoke potion from a witch who lives on an island. That seems pretty cool, even if we don't end up using it.
Well, you think about what you want. I'm sure she'll help you. And she doesn't keep it in the main shop, but she does have digital communications.
That's the most surprising thing I've heard in the past week, honestly.
She has a desktop computer upstairs.
It just continues to get surprising. We've seen some weird stuff in the past week.
Anyway, no, so Miss Witch knows about my persona in town. She knows this is the me, but she just knows that Drake is my mercantile name. Keeps things easier.
If we are referring to you around her, should we use Drake?
Either is fine. She'll know who it is.
Okay.
If you use Drake, she might take you to meeting as some sort of customer. If you refer to me as Sherry, well, that I think she'll understand at this point. Most people who come at the referral of Drake are customers, after all.
Of course.
Does Guadal have a name? Like,
Who?
is it just Good Witch of the Lake? Guadal. Does she have a name?
Ah, I kind of like. Yes, she actually has a given name, a family name, but for her own privacy, I would not reveal it, and she doesn't like giving it out.
That's fair. It's valid.
If
Float the value of the brand, you know.
but you've all done her a solid. If you're honestly curious, she might tell you.
Also, here's my card.
Ah, here's my card, and she hands you one back.
He's in a
Oh no,
pocket.
another one.
Well,
She
I'm glad
also-
somebody else.
As you touch her card, it beams her contact info into your communicator.
Oh, I got to give me some of these ones. I've already upgraded from scraps of paper to, printed cards, but
So this is the feature of an advanced business card, up from commercial and tactical.
oh.
I don't know that his original ones counted as commercial, to be honest.
Those were like the makeshift crafted version.
It was amateur hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I left the door open. It is in fact closed.
All right, well, I think then that we need to just have a sit down with the town, convince them that going forward, this should never happen again. I would like if you and Miss Witch would come to the town to meet them so that we can kind of, show them that she's harmless. I understand your, hesitance to that, but I'm not sure there's going to be any other way that we stop them from just thinking she's some sort of crazy wart-filled monster out here.
And then I think Stranger's right, and we get her a big dog or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry pauses. She seems a little conflicted. And she says, I hate to say it, but with all of you here, is probably her best chance. However, it will ultimately be up to her.
Of course, I wouldn't want to force it on her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have business with Miss Witch, but you're all welcome to join.
C's gonna call out to her before she starts walking away. So before you go, you should know that along the shoreline leading back to the town, there are weeds and vines that are strong enough to entangle one with a stature such as, say, Squibs or a child. I believe this is the cause of your disappearances.
All right.
That beats my leading theory, which was local wildlife. I'll see if me and Timothy can cut some of it and keep the damn kids out of the way.
I believe at the very least you should address the townspeople.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. When she puts the scarf on, and you see her an illusory appearance to an older gentleman. He's got like black hair and kind of not quite like wrinkling, but a little bit like you can tell he'd be like in his 50s hair. As the town mayor, I should probably say something.
Yep. You're just everyone, aren't you?
And she pulls the scarf off. Something like that.
Not Timothy, are you?
No, Timothy's actually Steve's brother. He's actually a guard and knows how to handle a gun.
Were you that guard that was just sitting up there doing nothing?
I was watching in case I needed to go warn her.
Okay.
Well, to survive in a backwater, you must make your own fun.
And she turns and just kind of does like a little nod and a wink to Sieg. Big fish in a small pond, as it were. Anyway, this town probably wouldn't be around if I wasn't keeping some things going.
They're ready to shoot themselves over nothing, so that's probably right.
Someone needs to watch out for that.
No, I believe shots were fired. They were not simply ready.
Yeah. Are you still hurt, Squib?
A little bit.
Yeah, if there's
This
anything
town
else.
ain't big enough for the three of me.
She said, "Well, if there's nothing else," and she makes her way over to the cabin.
I'm just going to make my way over and lean against the wall outside.
Before you do that, as you all walk over, you notice that Miss Witch has been at the window watching all of you. And as you walk closer, stranger, she backs away to like the side of the windowsill, but is still watching you.
Okay, I mean,
Sapphire just gives her a little wave.
She knocks twice and enters.
You staying out here, stranger?
I'm leaning, otherwise known as taking cover.
All right.
Won't be a
we'll get in
stranger.
there.
/ Walleen.
I simply feel it would be very crowded in the young lady's house.
It is a little crowded.
And so Sherry goes to the back and she picks up some stock of things. These ones, right? Yes. All of the ones that were in the red bin, please. And she says, Miss Witch, I believe that they all wanted to talk to you about something, but I will be off.
Yeah.
And she
No, I'm
kinda
gonna.
does the equivalent of a hat tip to stranger as she makes her way out.
I'm gonna let Sapphire explain it because she words good better than I word good.
You word pretty good, Squib.
Thank you.
Miss Witch, if I may call you that, we had an idea. And of course, you don't need to do this if you're uncomfortable with it. Do you think you would like to go meet the town under our protection, under your proxy's protection? We will be there with you. And I think that them just getting to meet you and see that you're just, a relatively normal potion maker will go a long way towards stopping your troubles for good.
She sits and she looks. Do you think it could really happen that they could accept me?
I do. I mean, it might take a little time. Some of them are a little, ground into their beliefs is the wrong word, misconceptions of who you are. But I think taking the first step is, it's the hardest one, but it's the most important one.
Okay. Once more, what were all of your names again?
I'm Sapphire.
I'm Squid.
Sieg.
And that's Stranger out there.
You
He
got
doesn't
it.
seem very strange.
He isn't.
He actually seems really nice.
He is. He's very nice. He's just a little
He's shy.
yeah.
She nods. And she says, well, just between the four of us, you can call me Eris. You don't need to worry about formalities.
Well, it's good to know, Eris.
It's good to meet you properly, Eris.
And you see her kind of blush with embarrassment hearing her name. It's clear she doesn't
And-
hear it often.
You could always take a page out of your proxies book and, introduce yourself to the locals as like, kind of the you that you want them to see, and pick a name that goes with it. You don't have to necessarily tell them that one if you're not.
The Good
feeling
Witch
it.
of the Lake.
Yeah, Guadal.
What?
What's your lake? Guadal.
What does Squaddle have anything to do with Good Witch of the Lake?
Okay, so take each letter of that.
G?
Start of it.
You
O-
must
O-
you must forgive
D?
our autistic friend.
Which
No,
one?
just the first letter. So good G, all right. Which W of O T of the T Lake L Guadal.
That seems kind of complicated. I don't think that the townspeople are intelligent enough to...
Okay, you are correct there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should not have said anything. It might be difficult for them to grasp the nickname when they've known me by the Witch of the Lake for so long.
No, it's okay to be open. They are a bunch of
Bumpkins.
how do I put this yeah.
Oh yeah, Good Witch of the Lake, which good. You should call it Goody. Anything like that. I mean, if I would personally, you want my advice? Tell them just to call you Good, and that'll just psych their brains into assuming that your name is Good, therefore you are good.
If I can share something kind of personal. A few years ago, I was in town shopping for herbs that I, can't get here. People didn't really know me as the witch. I'm not sure that they still do. They seem to know Grandma. People were just excited that she had passed away. And I knew then there wouldn't be a place for me in that town.
Well,
Apologies. From the way that they were speaking, they believe that you are your grandmother.
I mean, we do both have pink hair and green eyes and pale skin, and we're both female, and she was a witch, so I suppose And she just turns silent again.
Well, we can just go back to what the boss said.
These things
They
tend
are
to happen in families.
not the brightest bulbs
Okay.
in the
If
soup.
you'll all escort me and keep me safe, I'll give it a. I will give it an attempt.
Good. And you can stay behind us or however close or however far you need. And if something starts going wrong, we will make sure you get out safely, okay?
Okay. When are we going?
Whenever you are comfortable to go.
Okay. Can we go in the morning? I just want to get this over with. Also, I have some potion orders that I have to work on.
Of course.
All right.
We will see you in the morning then. Sorry, we'll go back outside.
Until then, good talking, friend.
Good night. Afternoon. And she, I assume, closing the door behind you.
Yeah.
And she's sitting at her
Honestly, when we
table.
showed up originally, I thought because the door was open that there had been something tragic.
Oh,
It was just an accident.
no. Yeah. And as you walk out, you can still see her sitting at her table, trying to look busy. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm rolling
Hi.
perceptions.
okay.
Sieg, in particular, of everyone, notices that she's trying to look busy as you walk out, but she's actually watching all of you, and especially Stranger.
Once they all file out, he's gonna lean in and say something.
To the party, or?
No, to her.
Okay.
You know, miss, you may be a stranger to the town, but I'm a stranger to everyone.
You're not a stranger to me. I know you. But I guess it's your name, huh? Well, I'm glad. And you watch her brain try and loop as how to say that you're not a stranger because she's an acquaintance with you, but it is your name, so you are a stranger, and you have that right to call yourself that. And you watch her just Eris.exe has hung. Would you like to resume the program or wait?
Well, rather than that, I'll just bow out and close the door.
Thank you. All right, so we are at the next day, and we can just go ahead and jump to everyone at the village. I will. Who's taking point here?
I
Probably
guess I'm always
Sapphire.
taking point.
I'll be next to my boss.
Line yourselves up on the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Just roughly. And she'll be getting off the boat with all of you.
hmm.
Oh man, her appearance isn't flipped on this one. Boing.
Yep.
Okay. As she is with all of you, she's hiding behind Stranger. He's the biggest.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
You can see she's a little physically uneasy. She's a little anxious and jumpy. But she's also a little embarrassed to be out with everyone in the day and at the town. She seems definitely a little worried. But she's trusting all of you.
As they walk up, Sapphire's going to kind of jog ahead a little and approach Timothy. Be like, Timothy, your job as guard is to protect everybody who lives in this village, right?
Yes.
Sapphire's gonna point back towards Miss Witch. Be like, well, she's a member of your village and she needs protecting too, okay?
But the town limits of the village are clear. All right.
Thank you. All right. Do you want to meet everybody or do you just want to see the town a little bit?
Well, whichever you recommend.
Well,
I'm a little anxious.
unfortunately, the usual tour guide is in jail, so we'll just have to take you around.
Yeah, we could just do a quick little hello to everyone, sans Ethan, and
People do start to gather as they see all of you again. And they do see a mysterious fifth person with you.
Well,
Make it-
or they'll just come to us and make our lives easier. All right, let's go one by one. Jessica, you were having trouble the other day, so I think it's important that you meet a very nice person who just happens to live on the island over there.
Is she the witch?
She is a witch. Yes.
And you see her. She's kind of like at this point, like bracing behind Stranger and peeks out from behind him. And she just kind of nods a few times.
Not very scary, right?
She's so small.
Yes, she is.
I mean, she's not
nothing wrong
like
with that.
You are correct.
she's not like Squib small, but she's harmless, isn't she?
She
Yeah,
is,
it's kinda-
and she's very good at making potions. But on the other hand, just because something is small doesn't mean it's harmless.
It's like a bell curve. If you're really big, you're dangerous, and then you're like her size, and it's not that bad. Then you're me small, and you're back to dangerous.
Exactly.
I don't get it, but okay.
What?
Miss Witch, I've seen your lake and I've seen you out while I'm fishing. I'm sorry for any misgivings the townspeople might have had. At least myself. It's nice to meet you. And she kind of ducks behind Stranger again. She is very shy.
Good. See,
That was very good.
And she smiles.
Just trust the medical professionals.
Mhm, mhm. All right. This over here is Catherine,
Quote unquote
She's the
medical
blacksmith.
quote, unquote, professionals.
or some kind of professional.
Catherine
4
smoked.
out of 5 doctors agree.
We found the fifth doctor.
Well, she has to be young. She's a blacksmith.
Isn't that cool?
Catherine, this is the Good Witch of the Lake. She wanted to come to meet everybody and say hi.
What's so good about a witch?
She makes really good potions that you all have been helping her business by purchasing. And
You mean the ones we buy from Drake?
yes, Drake is her, I guess, salesperson.
You could, you wouldn't see it. But she was shaking her head like no at Sapphire.
Well, I mean, you don't have to believe what I say. You could just ask Drake next time you see him.
And she very quietly squeaks out, "Hi."
So you know when you got done with a long day of hitting an anvil or whatever blacksmiths do, and your muscles are sore, and you're like, "I'm so thankful I've got that ointment to loosen them up a little bit, make it a little less bad." You can thank her for that.
You mean it? And she just shakes her head yes. Yes. Well, I might have had you wrong.
See, we are making good progress.
Just, I'll be watching.
I mean, that is your prerogative.
She hides again.
Sapphire's gonna lean around the like bush.
Yeah, we're
towards
purposefully turn away from Ethan.
Sapphire's gonna look down and be like, "Ethan, are you gonna be cool or what?"
Yes, heroes.
Oh, we're heroes now. That's good.
Purportedly.
Well, you would be the person who would know.
That's how most of the town has been referring to you.
Good. I'm glad.
And she, Eris kind of whispers, I don't have to talk to Ethan, do I? He's abrasive.
No, you don't have to talk to him if you don't want to. Look, here's Gabor. Gabor. I forgot how to pronounce your name.
Ethan looks over first, says, who's the fifth person with you? The one with you, Rhodey, did not look like that. He was taller and his hair was another color.
You're right, this isn't Rhodey. That is very true, Ethan.
Very perceptive.
You are such
Would
a
that
smart.
happen to be the Witch of the Lake?
That's not what I would call her.
Well, carry on. As I would do any day, I will be watching.
I know you will be. Ethan. Just gives him a smile, turns back to Gabor.
You say the Witch of the Lake as if there's only one.
You forgot the good.
Mm-hmm.
Important.
The good's very important.
Eris holds up a finger and says, in his defense, I am the only current Witch of the Lake.
I mean, just because he's right doesn't mean he's right, you know?
Sweetie, you never have to give that man credit, okay?
Exactly.
For anything.
No, I don't understand, Sapphire, but we can continue.
Okay. Well, here's Gabor.
Hi, happy to meet y'all. Well, I mean, I met y'all, but I mean, who's your friend here?
This is Miss Good Witch of the Lake. We are bringing her around so that she can meet everybody. You all can ask any questions you have of her. And we are just trying to smooth things over with everybody.
Oh, that's the witch everyone's all afraid of, right?
I mean, people are getting less afraid of her now that they're meeting her, yes, but you are correct.
So, Miss Witch, is it true you like to curse people and eat children and all those things like that? And she kind of looks up apprehensively at all of you, and she shakes her head no, and she says, mostly I just make elixirs and potions and processed ingredients and that sort of thing, and I pick herbs, and also sometimes I do laundry.
And tell the good man what you eat primarily.
Nothing?
A lot of lettuce.
Well, that's not going to do for a young lady of your stature. A moment. And he disappears inside of his bakery. And he comes back out holding a... Okay, maybe I should actually click the unhide. Holding 5 plates of pie.
Let's go.
It's an apple pie. And he hands it to all of you. Here, this is on me for, well, things could have gotten a little worse the other day.
You are right about that.
Miss Witch, I can tell you the ingredients if you'd like. But if you make potions, that's kind of like being a baker. You take some ingredients and you follow a recipe to make something specific, right? And she just quietly nods. And she takes the plate and stands back. And she kind of looks at all of you for approval as she takes a bite of the apple pie. And you see her face light up in a way that you haven't seen before.
It's good, right?
Oh, this is apple. My grandma used to have apple. I really like apple.
Well, now you can have apple pie whenever you want.
And Gabor says, "That's right. You know, I'd be mighty interested in trading some fresh apple products for some of your potions if they're anything like the ones that we buy from Mr. Drake."
They are exactly like the ones you buy from Drake, yes.
Oh, Mr. Drake's your friend, ain't he? And she looks up and she just nods.
Well, this is going wonderfully.
I don't believe it. This guy got swapped out with a doppelganger.
Well, Gabor's chill.
Sir, you'll have to excuse me. I'm prone to hysterics from time to time.
Oh, we all are.
My-
It's okay.
My deepest apologies. If I can do anything to make it up to you fine folks.
It's okay. You all were kind of, I don't know, some sort of mass hallucination, we'll call it.
The pies help a lot, to be
The
honest.
pies do help. That is a good way to make up to people.
Apple's really good. I agree.
This isn't the most she's talked to any of you so far, so that means something about your pie.
This is the first time I've talked to Mo.
That's
No,
true.
that's wrong. And you see her kind of hold her temple.
Is Eris eaten all of her pie slice?
Hold on. Okay, she's fine. No, she has about 2/3 of it left. She's eating it very slowly.
Okay.
I'm going to hand mine off to Squib, who has definitely finished his.
Yeah, he scarfs that, and then he will take yours and just kind of garbage disposal it. Kind of makes a similar sound to you, like, bro.
All right. Just a couple more people. We're almost there.
That pie was so good it gave Squib back his 4 health he was missing.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, the pie does actually heal you to full.
Ooh.
It also does
So
pay off your vestige toll. You definitely have.
Squib swallows after making that noise and goes, "Yeah, you're doing great so far. You're doing amazing."
Use us, Squib.
All right. And this is Kai. Kai, you make clothing and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. I like to sew, repair, let in, let out. I do things with textiles. Most of it I have to import at this point, but you know.
And he also shoots goblins.
It only hurt a little bit.
I tend
Tries
to go
to.
by they, if you don't mind.
Apologies.
But with that, who's your friend? That's a new one in tow.
She is. She is the good witch of the lake.
That's the witch. Oh my god,
Yes.
she's so tiny.
Yes, very nice, very tiny, very non-threatening.
Wow.
Wearing a lovely outfit.
I was noticing if. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. And she hides again behind a stranger. That must have been made in the capital up north. Maybe in Havar. That's definitely something you'd find in the bigger cities. It's nice. And they step back. Thank you. She pokes out. It's nice to meet you.
And then last on our circle here is Timothy. Timothy is a guard, and he guards the town, which now includes you. Okay?
Me? I'm part of the town.
I sure hope so. Right, Timothy?
Yeah, of course. Right, Timothy?
Sapphire's giving Timothy the look that like a parent gives a child when they should know the correct answer.
I'm one guard, but I'll do what I can to ensure Miss Witch's safety. There's only so much me and so much town, but the townspeople seem
I believe
to.
this town had a second guard, yes?
Yeah, Sherry's around. And Eris's ears kind of perk up. But she's usually pretty busy with some other activities. She patrols outside the town. I patrol inside the town.
Well, good.
I thought it was about to be saying, oh, but she's off duty today and tomorrow and the day after that.
Wow, isn't that suspicious? Anyway.
Wasn't that a lovely round of just a little chat?
Right. Yeah. Well, it was nice to meet people, but this is kind of a lot of socializing. Can we go back?
It is a lot of socializing. Let's get you back home. This was very good. This was a great first step towards making new friends.
Thank you, everyone. It was good talking. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll escort her back.
Okay. So she will head back to her cabin. Do you all want to follow her back and talk there or anything?
Maybe just
I
as we're walking
kind
up.
of feel like she doesn't want to talk anymore. I think she's done for the
You are
day.
right. She's had a very busy day of socializing.
Well, that was very productive, everyone. Thank you for indulging in that.
Also, as they leave her, Squib's gonna give her his card. Like, if you need us for anything, my contact info's on there, as well as my boss.
She does insist on writing down all of your contact info to add. And when she gives you her contact info, the full name on it is Eris Azam.
Be here if you need us. Have a good night.
Okay. So it sounds like everyone. Well, where's the party going now?
Probably pick up Rhodey and maybe.
To the inn, I guess, and then to Atar after that.
Yeah, we'll just stay for the night. Make sure there's nothing goofy, and then we'll leave in the morning.
All right. Well, it sounds like we can pick up from there next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
what-
Very nice.
What an insane session. I think that's the most crazy session I've ever run.
No real other than me wrangling a gun and some calming spells.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty sick getting the gun out of her hand.
Like, please, I really want a 20 for this one. Chuck it on the roof.
The session titled "Witches Are Good," actually.
I was too pro, which it affected my character's decision making.
I didn't want to go around boxing everyone's ears, but I would do it if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, give me a minute. I do my post-stream wrap-up.
Yep.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. I am Elysia, or Elysian, my name. Aurousa Volume 1 is a production of myself, Elysian, produced under the Paizo Community Use Policy. Aurousa Volume 1 uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. used under Paizo's Community Use Policy. Found at paizo.com. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content, and this show is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. The original characters are the property of the respective players. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and we will be back next week. Bye!